Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of editing while we're at this, obviously. Okay, got a question for you. Have you ever frozen because of all the things that you should be doing in your business? Everybody's telling you you should be doing this, you should be doing that, you should be doing the other, and you go, no, it's just too much. And you go into overwhelm. Yeah, I can relate to that one. Absolutely. You see, the thing is that we're all wired differently. And some of the business gurus tell you you should be sending out 20 DMs a day. Um, and in fact, one business coach that I worked with, she sent me a spreadsheet to fill out with the names and the progression of the 20 LinkedIn cold approaches that I was going to make every day. And I'm sitting there going, oh, no, that does not sit well with me at all. It's not the way I'm wired. I'm a relational person. I like to get to know somebody well. And for me, the importance of the introduction is there. But why am I saying this to you? Well, the thing is that we're told an awful lot of what we should do. And it may have worked for somebody else, but it may not work for you. All of these shoulds can lead to the shutdown, the freeze. Remember, I said a couple of weeks ago about procrastination can be a reaction to a fear, and you going not from fright or flight, you go into freeze mode. Well, this is the same thing. You get overwhelmed and you go, I can't do this. Stop the world. I want to get off. You're saying the same things over and over when you're in networking meetings or when people ask you about what it is you do. And you've got so much wisdom in your nonce. And you find yourself saying the same thing over and over again. And maybe somebody said this to you, or maybe you felt this yourself. It would be a lot better if I'd actually written this down in a book and I go, do you know what? I can help you with that. Have a read of this. And if this helps you and you want to work with me, great. Let's work together. It's very time efficient. And if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're going to go, oh, now this might be worth it. Now, yes, initially there's a little bit of extra that you need to do in terms of getting the book written. And if you're going into the overwhelm mode, hang on, hang on. A lot of people consider that if they've got a book to write, they've got to put their life on hold. Sort of go into a cave and sit and write. And if you're anything like me, you get told you're going to do something and you go, oh, no. Maybe that's just me. Personal share there. My point is, it doesn't have to be that overwhelming feeling. If you can carve out, make it a priority to carve out a couple of hours a week, that's all, to get some writing done, you're going to get that sense of momentum and you're not going to be stuck spinning your wheels. Think of it as time out, time for you. My experience has been that when I and the people I've worked with have done that, they've taken out an hour of their week to do the writing and then come along to promise a page. It's like lifting a weight off their shoulders. You can actually see people going from that really weighed down to go, oh, I can do this. But the thing is, it's at your pace. I'm not going to be waving a finger and going, why haven't you done more? No, that's not the way you like to work. You don't respond but well to that, do you? Let's face it. And I certainly don't. And whilst my mother was a teacher, No, that's not the way I work. It's not the way I function. So if you're feeling that overwhelm, particularly as we're coming into silly season, all the Christmas parties and this, that, and the other, and particularly if you work on your own as a solopreneur, those are important because you get the feel of that community. Because it's all too easy to sit in front of your computer all day and not even go outside, let alone smell the roses. So those interactions, those meetings, those parties are important. It's that sense of support and community and, I'm not in this alone. There again, that's something that we do within the Promise to Page group. But it's not an overwhelming party. You don't get lost in it. There are only 4 people maximum. And sometimes it's just you and me. My point is, you need that connection. You need that support. As I said, writing can be a lonely thing. But if you carve out that time, you're going to see momentum. You're going to see, I'm actually getting somewhere with it now. And it's no longer out there in the ether. You're beginning to see some progress. And if during silly season it's too much, you dip out for a bit. You drop on, you hop on, you hop off the bus. If this is sounding something that you would appreciate, let's talk. Going back to my point though, stop the world I want to get off. Everybody's telling you what to do. What works for you? Don't be led by everybody else's guru ideas. It worked for them, yes, but it may not work for you. So sit with it. What works for you? I leave you with that thought this week. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. And let's see what percolates to the surface when you stop overthinking and you start being. For now, bye from me.